sit the fuck down, and the VUA boys with a level 50 disarray debuff sitting here ready to come in. We also have Yves, GG, and the APP Alliance sitting in one zone northeast from VUA, and they're chilling with a level 33 disarray debuff. We also have, like we mentioned, Squad, and they are one zone southwest, sitting in Razor Rock Chasm with a level 52 disarray debuff. And I believe we should have one more. I mean, obviously we have F1 and Sen sitting in the zone that we're looking at right now. But I think one more tag, if I'm not mistaken. Cluster Q just activated, so Squad just took Q, so we should have action within the next minute and a half here.
They're zoning in now. Oh, they're zoning
on
into
King Just.
Oh, somewhere else. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. When they go into the cluster queue, sometimes you get sent on the world tour. I thought he was actually zoning through. He's not. I was on a Scalio, so he's in the queue. We'll see how it goes from there.
Indeed. We also, like we mentioned, F1 with a level 30 disarray debuff in Murder Gulch Ravine, chilling here. So a lot of big different groups all chilling at the moment. A level 48 disarray debuff on Rush, chilling in Death with Bog. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're split. They are no W79. Not sure why. Who is leading the second front? That is the question. I will try and figure out for our POV. What we can find, but it looks like everything's going to be happening here in Death with Bog. Yes. And it looks like all the groups are now moving. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a bait or if they're going to full commit out the northeast door. I'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the game of Cluster Q plays into it here.
Yeah, they're all playing that game. It's like I'm over in Depths with now, and it's we've got queues everywhere. Queues for days, Robin.
Yeah, King just on main, Fuckle on second.
Black and Siam, fuck off.
Yeah, just holding territories at the moment. Let's see the push. And I'll be very surprised if Squad doesn't wait for another round of Cluster Q. It looks like they're already dismounting to the western side of King Just already, while F1 clear guards. Interesting. I would have expected another round of Cluster Q rotation before the fight started, but we only have 3 minutes and 20 seconds before the territory can be.
You got to get in there. You got to get in there. You got to do your work as quick as possible.
Yep, and it's going to be an uphill battle. King Just at the moment, just having a peek over the walls on that Spectral back. I wonder, does it gain a little bit of height advantage here because it's elevated a little bit? I wonder. Unless it's
for
just
viewing?
On the same level. Yeah, for view.
On the bat? Huh.
Yeah. I don't know if that's correct or not. Maybe chat will tell us.
So we'll have to look into it. I mean, it does look like, I will say this, it does look like its name is higher up on my screen than an average mount would be. It's definitely more along where you would find your command mammoth or ballista. Not ballista.
Yeah.
Bastion.
Yeah. Banjer there going for a suicide play with those Hellfire hands. Just deleted himself. There was an attempt, but nothing came of it. It looks like F1 are rotating to the north side and to the east of the tower. And this is a good, slow, methodical play here by Rush and F1. They're dragging the fight out, right? They know time's ticking. The enemy has to come to them. There's no point of them pushing out into the attacking forces when the territory is the main objective here. Um, Squad have to come to them, and they're just dragging them in. And it looks like Squad or F1 may be the first ones to clash here onto the northwest side of the territory. A little bit of a pullback here. Okor thinking that he wanted to go outside the territory then, but I'm pretty sure King Just will be telling him in his ear that that is not the play. Take it slow, take it methodical, let them come to us. As King Just is also just scouting here as we get a couple Qs and Ws.
The best
Nothing
situation
too
for
crazy.
them is to wait until the other side engages and then to have F1 roll in after the engagement on territory. F1 should try to stay unengaged and keep rotating, and if they're just rotating, then there's no engagement on territory and they win. If they engage with the guys in rush, that's when they move in to become the backside attack, to pull them once again away from the objective. They should never engage first.
Yeah, and I got a feeling right now, Rush, once Squad Foe send it onto Rush, F1 are just going to come around the back end and hit the flank. That's why F1 are just all the way north of the territory. And a big engagement coming in here. We have our first opening on King Just, and Send will lose a couple here.
All right, and now F1 is moving in. F1's about to engage here. They engage the backside, and one guy gets caught out.
Yep, and
they are waiting on that rotation, yes.
Yeah, and VUA are already matching F1's rotation here to the northwest side. Defensive tanks need to be looking at that opening to the west, and they are. Fokul will be paying full attention there to that group. And King Just already pushing out because Siam Squad are pushing in to the south side. This is a prime opener here. If Sen's main Zer can actually play the game and find their shot caller, they are getting lost here. King Just loses his prime opener here for massive engagement onto the back lines.
Nope, unfortunately he can't now because F1 has the whole thing blocked off now. Anything that Squad would do would be engaging into F1. That is all F1 in front of them. F1 needs to back out and make sure there's an opening so both of them can engage through this choke, not just one group.
Yeah, and now you're trying to see that bait from F1 coming in. We do have Send in prime position, but the western flank is already coming in, and that's going to be VUA. King Just sees it, and he pulls the forces back here.
Interesting swap here by Squad and VUA, changing positions here on the field. VUA had been pushing F1 over the top, but now they've changed position. They've gone low, and Squad has gone high, and the timer is ticking, Robin.
Oh, territory's already being pacified here by Send.
Okay.
It's done and dusted.
I didn't get the notification.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to see when there's a lot of name tags on screen, but nice defensive Bedrock Mace here. Very late Night Helm usage here from Send, though King Just looking heavily west. The bomb squad, though, will say hello to VUA, but great defensives coming down, and Siam come clashing in onto Send. It's going to be a bloodbath here. What will come out on top? We do not have any idea. F1 also clashing in on the northeast side.
If it's Squad, I'll be surprised, Robin, because that front line just got absolutely hammered and deleted. Those corpses are all Send. I mean, not Squad, Send. Squad. They are all Squad. What am I saying here? It's all Squad. Siam just completely collapsed up front. Brutal engagement by the guys in F1 there.
Yeah,
what do we have below?
It is just pure lumpage and dumpage. Everyone walking on top of everyone right now. Friendly fire, it goes out the window when it's a game like this. And it looks like F1 applying major pressure to the western flank, while Send just funnel them into a turkey shoot here. And I think it's already GG.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like Send did lose a few in the initial engage, but after that, it was just a wild push right through. F1, wow. They raced to the backside of their opponent there and just crushed them. That was beautiful.
Yeah, very nicely done. And, you know, that's the advantage of, you know, great overall plays here. Just dragging the enemy, letting forcing the enemy pretty much to play on your terms and on your locations. Like, it was evident from the start. From, obviously we can see both Zergs and what they're trying to do here with Rush and F1. And with F1 sitting north side of the tower like that, just trying to drag them in just over and over and over again, we knew what was the game plan. And everything went to favor, and that was the outcome. A very clean performance there, albeit my only nitpick was the fact that Rush lost their shot caller many of times. But here we go. We do have round number 2 as King Just meets up with Zone in Murder Gulch Divide. So the zone next door, we do have Squad Jin on the western wall. We also have F1 joining the fight here as Vermin and Triad have been battling it out versus the groups, and it's just going to turn into one of those massive brawl scenarios. The western flank of Jin getting put back in the bottle over here as Squad are white with F1 holding the bridge, picking off anyone that's trying to escape with their lives. And just like that, we have another round, another victory here, it seems like.
I mean, Robin, it's very one-sided so far.
It is indeed. And we also have Yves GG a go in Black Monastery, and this is just a zone 2 maps away here as another group, APP versus VUA. It is madness over here as well, all sides getting involved. And interestingly enough, Yves not on the Golem today, choosing the Witchwork Staff as his engaged weapon, but it doesn't look good here for APP as Yves tries to mount up and get caught with a massive hand of justice. I think APP are wiped here. We did.
Yeah, it looks like it's already done.
At the beginning, VUA were sitting in here with a level 50 disarray debuff, and they still have a level 48 in here. APP fleeing the zone with only a 25 disarray debuff left. There it goes. Let's bounce around to see what else is happening in the world. If we can find it. Siam getting a regroup in Sunfang Cliffs. Not sure if they're going to go back for round number 2. We'll have to wait and see. But I would expect Send and F1 to start rotating towards that VUA group in Black Monastery. But so far, Send not doing so. That is another massive blob there. That is going to be deleted soon enough. Fokor is practicing his engagements, it seems like, in Desus Bog. But I'm going to carry on bouncing around because we should have content elsewhere in the world. Let's see what else we can find. Obviously, a lot of attention focused here on the big war that's been ongoing throughout the whole entire season. That battle for rank 1 was held for so long by Siam, and it has been dropped. Plaque has taken over. 32 days remaining. Still all to play for, though.
Yeah, this has been the most competitive season we've seen. I mean, I can only think of one season that was like competitive for very long, and that is season 2 with, TC and Money Guild, and then it got to, what was it, month 3, and then it stopped being competitive. It's not really generally a very competitive event. We have seen time and time again where the winner has been predetermined, not figured out early in the season and then just nobody competes for it because it's not worth competing against, the top guys. No, it's a situation where somebody just went and straight said, you know what? You deserve this. We're going to make sure you get this. And we would see massive alliances work together to secure first place. And then we saw the evolution from there to where teams would just, agree in, the beginning, who's going to buy the mercenaries this season, because they all knew they didn't want